You ever look at your pedals and think, yeah, this is good, but what if I spent more money and caused myself a lot of pain? No? Well, I did, and I modded my Logitech G29 pedals with the 3D Wrap GG kit, and let's just say my wallet's still mad at me.
This thing is a freaking monster.
So the 3D Wrap GG kit, it's like a gateway drug for sim racers. You see it online and it's around 150 bucks. You think, that's reasonable. I'll just improve my pedals for cheap.
Got him!
It provides the ever-desired load cell, which by the way, isn't a miracle cure for your shameful lap times, or at least not mine. But I was sold. I clicked buy, thinking I was making a smart investment. Spoiler alert, it kind of was. Now here's where things took a turn. It looked simple in 3D Wrap's video. It's just an 18-minute video. Until I realized I needed tools that weren't in the video, having a computer toolkit, some needle nose pliers, and the patience of a monk came in real handy. So after what seemed like a million screws, I finally got the pedals done. It wasn't that hard, but 3D Wrap's video left a lot of the process out. It did take some second guessing, Google searches, and contemplating my life choices. The modded pedals are finally installed. Clutch action is great. Brake feels firm. And the throttle is even improved. I thought I was done.
No, he was not.
Turns out my bass shakers and the modded pedals don't get along. My pedals were like,
we don't do that here.
Suddenly I'm spending hours tweaking settings like I'm trying to decode the matrix. Turns out the control board can't handle the electromagnetic interference, which prevented the pedals from working with the wheel through the Logitech DB9 cable. And I had to unplug my pedal bass shaker to get them to work directly with my PC. I made it work, but make of that what you will. It's still early and the pedals have not shown any signs of wear, but most of the parts are 3D printed, so it's something to consider. The mod basically turned my pedals into a mid-tier pedal that requires the legs of the Incredible Hulk, which is great, but could mean wear down the line. So was it worth it? Well, my pedals do feel great now, but honestly, I could have just bought better pedals from the start and saved myself a lot of time, money, and
$4 million in emotional damages.
This mod satisfies one specific individual that meets the following criteria. You already have a G29, you like to tinker, and you're not trying to blow your whole budget on pedals. I fit that criteria at one point, but now that we've lived and learned, I think I would have moved on to another budget option like the SimJack UTs or improved Go Sim Racing Phantom Pros. Don't get me wrong, it is a great mod for achieving your first load cell setup, but with the interference issues, it's probably better to keep the mod off your rig if you spent your life savings on every immersion detail under the sun.
Immersion.
Also, the million-dollar question. Does the load cell make you faster? No. No, it does not. In fact, it made me slower for a few hours and then I literally got back to my old times. I will say the consistency is definitely improved with this mod, which is extremely helpful for racing, but there's still a lot of muscle memory involved just with pressure now instead of position. But hey, we live and we learn. Or in my case, we live, we mod, and we somewhat regret, then we mod again. If you're thinking about upgrading your G29 pedals with the 3D Wrap GG kit, just make sure you watch out for some of the things I mentioned and you will be happy. But you just might be happier making the jump into some budget pedals instead. Now don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you also enjoy spending too much money on mods you didn't need.